My blade is yours.
Hello and welcome back to Pecyo WildRift, to the first Master Yi video of the season. Today we got a special guest, Danger007, with a crazy performance. Clearly the jungler's fault as always. And yeah, I got a few build tests in on Master Yi, and I got my favorite one so far, which I'm blending in right here. But there will be a lot of testing for the whole season again to find the best build for me. And I will just show you guys all the items I think that are potentially really good on Yi. So if you guys want to just mess around and test different items together, I recommend taking them from these lists. Especially for the crit Yi. I think Yi is pretty much a crit champion now, since it got buffed so much. Like, you can still build a Blade of the Ring King. But yeah, anyway, here the Nunu invaded my red, so I was going for his one, but his team is like crazy, instantly roaming towards me, like his mid laner, and you see already my top laner died, the pro player Danger007, so top lane is roaming towards me as well. Like, what is going on? I get exhausted, the Fiora goes on me as well, I dodged the Orianna thing there, and get one kill at least, but not the best start. At least the Orianna used both her summoners, so it's fine. And I will just go back for my full clear now. I will start at the crab here, because the Nunu invaded my red. He will probably be going for his own red now, to make sure I can get it. And yeah, I just take the crab so he can't go there after. And then I start my full clear from the Gromp, since we did our blue already. Pretty much just full clearing would give me more gold than getting a kill there. That's why I always prefer to just full clear instead of going for early ganks. But yeah, it's fine since I got both summoners and like 2 laners roaming to me. 1 kill is pretty good for that. Also, Nunu only got my red buff, I think. We're gonna see now. Yeah, my raptors are still up. Golems should be up too. I guess he will be able to get the bottom crab. I'm gonna check with the vision plant here. But mid lane got prio again, and Nunu's there, so I'm not even gonna try to contest the crab. Just gonna ping where he is and go for my golems. Pretty close to level 5 now. We saw Senna walking there, so we know she probably has vision. And we saw Nunu walking towards here as well, so I'm expecting him to gank here. Not really sure where he is though. I think he might be going for my red again. So I just go for a gank on the Tristana, and she just used her jump, so it's a really free kill. I'm gonna switch my focus again to the Senna. Use the meditate reset here. She used her heal, but we still got her. And we died to the Nunu, I think, which is no big deal. So since my camps are all down, like pretty much I knew I was gonna die on that dive. But I did know that all my camps are down, so it's actually worth it to just go for a dive if you get like a double kill. And you don't give the kill to someone who's like gonna snowball crazy out of control. Then it's pretty much fine to just trade kills, since your jungle camps are on cooldown anyway, so you couldn't really do much better things in the meantime. So I'm gonna go for my blue now, it's respawned. My Tryndamere starts complaining here, as you saw in the thumbnail. Acting like it's my job to win his lane for him. So I'm gonna let him know I don't give a damn. And he just has to learn to play. And not ask his jungler to win the lane for him. Like, these laners are so entitled when they just... He's not even asking, he's just instantly crashing out when I did nothing to him, so... I'm just gonna go straight for my red next. Raptors also respawned. And first item will be the Bloodthirster. It's crazy good now. Like, as you guys know, I was building crit Yi for a long while now. And my build used to be like shield bow into Bloodthirster, so now that it's one item, it's really damn good on crit-y. Like even I saw the leaderboards and pretty much everyone has the Bloodthirster in his build. So I think now Masi is pretty much a crit champion. You can still go for the Blade King. Gonna stop chasing here so I don't die. But we do walk into the Orianna, she walks into cage. And she should burn to the Ignite. We dodged the Nunu snowball. And yeah, he gets out, but it's fine. We got one kill there for free. And now I'm gonna take golems and buy my Bloodthirster. So back to that item. Pretty much everyone has it in his build now on the leaderboard. And you can definitely get away now with building full crit Master Yi. When, like I already did it last season, I think it's even better now. And you don't even need to include the latest ranking as much as last season. Like last season I always built latest ranking into shield bow, into Bloodthirster or something like that. Maybe the other way around, but these three items. So I had some on it in there, and now you can go full crit and it will be way better than last season. I think I'm gonna catch the Fiora here, so I use my ultimate, get the slow from the smite. And yeah, she just can't fight me, especially with the Bloodthirster. If it would get close here, my Bloodthirster would just proc and I kill her anyway. But my Veigar's just gonna pick up that kill there. So I will go for the Herald now. As you guys know, I always thought Herald's better than Drake, and that's still the case even with the turret change. So you don't get as much gold from the Herald with the platings, but it's still way better than Drake's in my opinion. But Drake's also like on a higher level compared to the Herald than before, of course, since it's a lot worse. So if enemy team gets the Drake and if enemy team gets the Herald, we can't really contest it. You can definitely try to go for Drakes and get the soul. But getting the 3 Drakes is kinda hard to do if your team is behind. And even if you get the soul, like it's not like the game is won, so I'm still not the biggest fan of Drakes. And prefer to just go for Herald or kills. Oh, and Herald still gives you like a 75% cooldown refund on your ultimate, so that's pretty useful too. I was trying to go for the Fiora here, got a bit messed up with the movement. But yeah, I thought I just had her here with the red buff there. She was so crazy low. But somehow she survived it and my Tryndamere couldn't live with it, so he decided he has to int another one. And he's now 0-4, so he's on his way to danger 0-7-0 instead of 0-0-7. I grab my Quicksilver and some more crit here. Always like to get the Quicksilver early. In this case it will be useful against Nunu root, Senna root, Orianna ult, and even the Tristana ult, if you anticipate it. But yeah, Tristana's kinda inting like crazy, like my Tryndamere, so I won't really need it for her. So I'm just gonna full clear again, always the safest way to generate a lot of gold, even if you're ahead. Like, if you're ahead you can clear a lot in the enemy jungle to like deny him even more. If you can do it safely and got a lot of priority everywhere. But if not, like full clearing your own jungle is still something you can rarely do anything wrong with. Unless your team is like on Baron or Eldar or something like that. So we get a free kill on the Nunu here since we spotted him in my jungle. And I will take my red and the Raptors. Nunu got my golems, but since he died for it, I don't mind. By the way, I also got a new microphone, so hopefully we will have no more sensor noise and some better sound quality from now in the videos and the streams. Like in the streams I was using a really cheap Bluetooth mic and it got me a lot of problems. So my girlfriend actually got me this new one, which is really nice. So shout out to her. She's the best anyway. Next I'm getting rooted by the Nunu here. And I decided to use Ghost and run away since I don't have ultimate. I don't really think I can fight them, even though I'm a bit ahead. Then Fiora is also going for me. Like, she keeps still chasing me now. She's gonna use her exhaust and I will ult out so I don't get slowed. And yeah, she wastes her exhaust and we still won the team fight there. Just because I pulled a lot of skills from them. So now my team can push mid lane. I'm gonna take my recall here. Getting closer to that Phantom Dancer, which is really fun on the crit key. after Bloodthirster. I really like it because you get like the instant burst of attack speed, which lets you stack up your lethal tempo really quick. So I'm just gonna get the crab here and then I will have enough gold. So I will go for an instant recall again, grab my Phantom Dancer, and with these two items you really have a pretty big power spike. So you can look for fights then if you're ahead. So next up we had the Fiora together with the Nunu close to my jungle here. So first I secured my Gromp so they can take it. And then I was kind of waiting for them to engage like the Fiora did here. So we went for her first. Here's my Quicksilver here to prevent more CC. And we just get both of them. And here you saw how useful the Bloodthirster shield is. And I think it scales with levels, so since you're farming a lot in the early game, being level 11 here, you will get a pretty decent shield even if you don't have a ton of crit items. Like the old shield bow was changed to scaling with level 2, but before it used to scale with crit, so it was way better when you had some other crit items already. Now it's really good even if you only have Bloodthirster, you're getting a pretty good shield. You get the Drake here, just kind of a free objective, and then I recall to start building my Death Dance. The change on Death Dance is really crazy for Yi in my opinion. Like making this a hybrid item to also be useful against magic damage. And like cleansing that on a takedown is really good. And I know it's kind of an on-it item from before, but it's also really good with crit, you know, because it just gives you more survivability. Like combining this with the Bloodthirster shield is kind of insane how tanky you get for the amount of damage you deal. Since the Tryndamere asked for help earlier, I'm gonna help him with my wolves now that he thought he could take. And then we go towards the Baron. I don't have smite though, and not pinging that and like pinging my team away was pretty bad by me. I was playing a bit on autopilot here, so definitely a mistake there to even start the Baron with my team when I don't have smite for another 5 seconds. So I'm trying to keep the Nunu away here, like he would outsmite me anyway. And yeah, the Raven secured the Baron luckily, but was pretty bad there by me. I go for some kills here now, I'm just insanely fat already. So we can take all of them here. Also had the Bloodthirster shield again. Also with this build I kinda have to try going the Ingenious rune again. I think Overgrowth is really strong, getting that extra HP. But Ingenious might be really crazy. If you go for Bloodthirster Phantom Dancer, that's 2 active items already. Like not active, it's passives, but they still get reduced by Ingenious. And you could go for something like a GA and Death Dance to make even more use of the rune. Like GA with Ingenious is just crazy how often you get revived. So if you take it anyway for Phantom Dancer and Bloodthirster, it might be a really good third item. And you could also throw like a Dustblade in there, since that has a 5-second cooldown, like the invisibility. It might be like 3 seconds or something with Ingenious. So that could be really fun too. Oh, and also Flash is probably still the better summoner, but I wanted to test Ghost again, combined with the Phantom Dancer. Just go kind of race car Yi, not trying to see my blue again here, but yeah, he's even too bad to troll the game. So he's just gonna start his recall again. I look for another fight here. And they just walk into me, so yeah, that's the freest fight ever. I just take both of them. Also have my Quicksilver, but I don't even need it, because I Alpha Strike the root. And I might need it now for the Nunu. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna use it so I don't get rooted. I think the Orianna also ulted there, but she either missed or I accidentally blocked it when I used the Quicksilver for the Nunu root. I was gonna go back to defend the Fiora here. She's running and we can't really catch up to her, so I'm just gonna clear the wave, clear some camps. I'm almost up double the gold of enemy jungle by now, so you just gotta keep farming to keep that up. I always try to aim for like 900 GPM. If your whole team is behind and they counter jungle you and stuff like that, it's not really achievable, but in the normal games you should be able to get 900 gold per minute. So Drake almost spawning here. I got spotted by a vision plant. Gonna take their vision down here. And yeah, take the crab here. Moon's trying to go for it, I smite it away. And he just used his root, so I'm just gonna turn on him now. He's really tanky, but I think I'm able to take him here. Unfortunately it took so long that my ult ran out. But yeah, still strong enough together with my team here to get all of them. And we'll just get the Drake. Then I want to go straight for the Baron. My Veigar goes for the enemy blue. I wish he would just come and help me on Baron. Even more for the Draven. He has no reason to be up there in the mid lane pushing alone. So I'm alone here with this Raka. But it's fine, we can still do it. Just a bit annoying. So Draven gets killed, gives a big shutdown. And we take the Baron. Also got enough gold for the Immortal Reminder now. You don't really have to build this item. You also got a lot of true damage on Yi, so we don't need the armor pen as bad. But like here we have the Nunu on enemy team, which gives some healing on his bite. And some lifesteal items of course. Fiora ult gives healing, so the anti-heal is pretty useful, that's why I'm building it. If you don't need anti-heal and not the armor pen, like team has only squishies on the enemy team, you can go for stuff like Collector, Infinity Edge, Duskblade, all that good stuff. It's way better against squishies that don't have healing anyway and no armor. But in a lot of games, especially once you get high elo, like on this account I played like 6 or 7 games so far, so it's still an Emerald. Last season it was Grandmaster. So it is still really low elo and you can get away with a lot of builds. So doing well doesn't mean too much. But yeah, in high elo you probably need the Immortal Reminder. Unless you are crazy ahead and just one-shot everyone. Taking a bit too much damage here. So I have to fall back. Get some healing somewhere. So I go towards the Baron lane to push that out and heal up. Unfortunately missing that cannon. But I'm just gonna push for the turret here. And yeah, the lifesteal is really useful for situations like this. And Bloodthirster now gives, I'm not sure what it is, I think it's 8% and 6% bonus if you crit. So if you got the 100% crit rate, it gives like 40% lifesteal or something, which is pretty insane. I'm gonna go for the Fiora here, she used her parry early. It's pretty fast, but we catch up to her. The Senna flash is out, so we go for the Orianna. Go for the reset with third spell. And the damage is really crazy. Like, looking at how tanky you get with the Death Dance and Bloodthirster Shield. Like, Bloodthirster Shield is not that crazy, but the Death Dance alone makes you really tanky. Just thinking about getting this build with a GA and a Genius, I just gotta test a lot of builds again. And I will keep you guys updated how that's going. So we are climbing our way back to Diamond for now. The Singed account is already top 50 Singed, I think. So I'm also playing a lot more there to get the rank 1 Singed finally. Which I was playing a lot. Or like trying to get last season, but rank 1 Singed had like 17k points. So I don't have that much time. Trying to get it earlier this season now. Because I gotta win that race to rank 1 Singed against Bobek. Since the loser has to play Jump King on stream, I want to see him do it, so we gotta win that race. And I will try to keep testing some Yi builds on the side. The games have been going pretty well, but it's only 8, so I will keep you guys updated about the builds. So as always, thank you for watching and make sure to follow my Twitch, link is in the description if you want to catch the next stream.
Mother always said, subscribe to Pecyo, and if that's done, click the bell so you don't miss any videos.